What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are going to be swapping out my old lug nuts because I went out and I got some Rays Lug Nuts. I've been meaning to get these for a long time because they got like a special lock. These ones are just beat. Look how beat these are. They're all rusty, and they used to like strip out my studs on the wheels quite often, and I would have to go in and take the rotor off and replace those, which was a complete pain in the butt. But I'm just gonna swap these out. I'm waiting on the engine to cool down because I'm also gonna be doing an oil change here. We have a trip coming up in about 3 days, I think. We're leaving on Wednesday at like 9 a.m. I don't know, we might get some breakfast, but we got like a 9-hour drive to North Carolina. We're gonna be heading down to the Tail of the Dragon. I don't know if you guys have heard of that or know where that is, but it's a pretty known like car enthusiast location, bike location. So we're gonna take the Subi. My girlfriend's gonna be coming. Bailey is not coming with, unfortunately. I'd rather take Bailey instead of my girlfriend, but that's not gonna happen. I want to try and get my underglow fixed. If you guys can see the wires hanging down, even the lights hanging, I would like to get it fixed. It's like ripped and the wires need like reconnected. I don't know if I can make that happen or not. I had to use the old-fashioned car jack because my brother came and took my normal jack and he hasn't brought it back. He probably won't bring it back, so we had to do it the old-fashioned way. So there's a pretty big difference here between the new ones and the old ones. One cool thing about the Rays Lug Nuts is you can see here that it has like a little slit right there in the one edge, and it's got like 7 edges instead of 6, so like people can't just come up and steal your wheels without the special tool, which I think comes with it. Got the new lug nuts on. They look pretty good, way better than the rusty ones. We did run into an issue. I've noticed, if you guys look in here, we got some cords showing on the tires. So I cannot drive on these tires to North Carolina because that's not smart. I have about 3 days to try and find a set, or I'll have to run my stock wheels, which I don't want to do, but I don't have a choice. We're gonna actually go over to Gio's right now and do the oil change. So we'll see what you guys have to say about it. We made it to Gio's. We just got the car up on the jack here. As far as the underglow goes, it's not repairable because the wire, like the adhesive failed on the low glow kit. So that's why it started hanging. I didn't realize, and by the time I realized, it's already all cut up, and I don't know, so I'm gonna contact Low Glow, see what they can do about it, if they'll even replace just the front 2 LED strips for me, because I do miss having the underglow. But another problem we're having is I don't think I'll be able to source tires within the next 2 days for this trip, because the wear on these is actually pretty bad. I don't think you can see, but it's not drivable to North Carolina. I'm gonna have my girlfriend come over here now. We're gonna swap these on her car and put her my 21 STI wheels on here and run it for the trip, because it's just too much going on to get new tires. So we're gonna get this oil changed. A little update on Gio's Subi. He has the engine in. Check that out. Motor's in. What do you gotta do yet? Turbo, intercooler, anything else major?
Fans, front mount, rad, intake manifold, fuel, it should be good. Just nice. Minor sensors here and there.
Good stuff, because then that'll make what, about 500, you think? 450,
cool.
500?
It's rated at 750, but I'm not gonna go that high.
Yeah, same here, because I actually have the same block over here in this box. I gotta get that into my car. I just gotta get heads and put it all together. I still gotta buy injectors, and this will be good for about the same power, but I only want to get 600 out of it. We're gonna jump into this oil change and get this thing ready. I cleaned out the oil pan, make sure there's no metal shavings, because I want to check and see if there's any major metal shavings in here. We've done it a couple times before and there was, so I just want to check, see if there's anything else. So a little side note while we're waiting for the oil to drain. Most of you that know, I was T-boned here, and there was a big old dent in the middle of these 2 doors. But I went out and I got new doors And you can kind of see a slight color difference, but it's not major at all. You have to see it at a certain angle. It looks way better than...
We're gonna call this the 50 Shades of Gray STI.
That's a great idea. We could even do a wrap. 50 Shades of Gray. We got a magnet here. Just gonna go around the bottom. See if we can get any metal shavings.
You should be able to feel it also.
I don't think there's any.
Yep, this is good.
Fortunately enough, we used the magnet around the oil pan and there are no metal shavings. This engine's pretty old. It's got about 100,000 miles on it. It's due for a timing belt swap and just some other maintenance of that nature. So that's a relief though. As I'm getting ready to swap wheels with my girlfriend, here is a better look at the camber wear and the cords showing. No way do I want to drive 1,000 miles on that. Got some pretty good camber on this thing. I mean, it doesn't look like it when they're on the car, but clearly that's not the case. There's a little bit on the back, not as bad, but we're getting there. Out here in the rain, just swapping wheels.
No, not we. You're out there in the rain.
Yeah.
I've had my 5 minutes. I'm not going back there.
Yeah, I'm just out here in the rain, swapping her wheels while she's sitting there all dry. Gotta put these wheels on for the trip because you guys know this tread's way better than the race. Oh, I can't stand a wet shirt. So after putting her wheels on in the rain, she thinks she's gonna be keeping my wheels. Ain't happening, but I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm freaking soaked. They poke out a little bit, not as bad as on my car, just because this car is wider. They look good. She'll have to get herself her own set. But as for mine, I took my mud flaps off because they stuck out pretty far compared to the wheels. So we took them off just to make it look more flush and better with these 2021 STI wheels. I do have spacers on them because these wheels don't clear my Brembos. Look how close. You can't even really see, but right here it's so close. But the spacers help the car clear the Brembos. But these wheels don't look too bad. And as you guys know about my doors, the silver on these wheels kind of help with the blend. But all in all, it looks good. But other than that, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. The next video that's coming out should be a video on her exhaust. We just gotta wrap that video up. And then we're going on this trip, so we got a lot of filming to do. You excited, Gio?
Very.
We're gonna have 12 cars. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be like a rally. It's like a 9-hour trip. My hair's a little messed up, but 9-hour trip to North Carolina, Tail of the Dragon. That'll be fun. And now I'm legal and safe. If you guys like today's video, hit the like, subscribe, check out Gio's channel, 3GP Media. He's getting this STI built. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.